Sports to the bone family, greetings once again. Welcome back to the channel, my people. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope everybody's doing okay. Hope you're all enjoying this beautiful day. All right, so later on today, West Indies and Bangladesh, they will do battle in the second T20 game of the series. Now, West Indies will be looking to see if we can get a win, right? That's the only way we can level the series and look to win the series in the third game. We're already 1-0 down, so we definitely need to try and win in today's game. I'm going to walk you through my playing 11 and batting order. I gave a playing 11 for the first game. That's not the one that was used. And, you know, the bowlers did pretty well in the first game. So it's really difficult to change things around and shuffle things up because, you know, you don't want to end up taking out a bowler and, you know, the bowling unit did well. But I think it's really the batting that needs to bring the weight. You know, the team that I gave, I think I had like 6 or 7 guys that I expect to score the runs. Probably 6. You know, you might be wondering if I don't need to add one now based on what happened in the first game. What needs to happen is that the quote-unquote specialist batsmen need to pull their weight. That's what needs to happen, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Plus, I don't know how many of you guys are following what's going on in the game between Australia and India. Very, very interesting test match going on there, my people. I was watching it last night, you know, fell asleep, but I saw a good bit of it, and I must tell you, some real good cricket. You know, Australia leading the way with the ball, and then India fighting back through KL Rahul and Jadeja. Gonna walk you through what's happening so far. Only one day remaining in the game, and you know, we also had New Zealand and England doing battle. That game has already you know, that game was concluded I think yesterday. So we'll just take a look at India versus Australia. Let's give a listen here until the end and let me know what you all think in the comment section. All right, so West Indies versus Bangladesh, my viewers and subscribers. We lost the first game, right? And it was as a result of our batting. You know, the batsmen in the back end, they tried their best. You understand? They went at it, but we already lost in the first part of the game. We had already lost way too many wickets, so we ended up losing the game there by 7 runs. You understand? But the bowlers did well because they restricted Bangladesh for 147 for 6. So that is good. I've always said that in a game, especially when, you know, the pitch is not the worst for batting. If your bowlers can go out there and restrict a team or bowl them out for under 175, you know, you have to work with it as a batting group. And we got bowled out for 140. So this is my playing 11. You know, Brandon King, Johnson Charles, Nicholas Pooran, right? That's a top 3. You know, those are the 2 openers we have in the squad right now. Obviously Hope isn't there. Evan Lewis is out injured. So Brandon King, Johnson Charles, Pooran, Ruston Chase will have to come in at number 4 again. You know, it's between him and Casey Carty. But as you know, Chase will give you a couple of overs. Plus, he has the ability to stabilize, you know. We have seen in the past where we are saying play him as a specialist bowler and bat him at 9. You know, but he's one of them utility players that you can put in. But, you know, ideally, when you have the guys that you want to bat in the top order there in the squad, you won't bat him there, you know. But yeah, based on how the squad look, you probably have to work with him. So he will come in at 4. Ravman Powell will be at 5. Shepherd 6. Springer 7. Hussein 8. Moti 9. Alzari 10. And Obed 11. So we are backing the specialist batsmen to do their job. That's the first things first. We need the specialist batsmen to do their job. And the next thing is Springer. I have Springer coming in. Right? Springer will help with the ball, yes. But he is also capable of hitting a long ball. And whether it is spin or pace, he has shown in the back end, batting at probably 7, right? 8, that he has the ability to do that. I have already made it clear. You know, I have been told that I am hating on him, but I have already made it clear that Missy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Batting Andre Fletcher at 5 is waste of time. Right? If he's not opening or batting at number 3, it don't make any sense. You understand? He needs space on the ball, and he needs a power play. Not saying that he can bat outside the power play, right? But when the slow bowlers especially comes on and the field is spread, you definitely don't want him batting there, right? So my team is probably bowler heavy, especially seeing that the bowlers have been doing well, and we're really looking for the batsmen to do the job. You know, it might be a little bit heavy, but I prefer, if we're talking about down in the middle order there, middle to lower order, I prefer to have Springer batting down there. And it's not me being disrespectful to Fletcher, because we know the body of work that Fletcher has behind him. You understand? But I've been watching for years. I mean, I'm not saying that I know more than Sammy and Captain and Powell and them guys, but I don't want him in my team batting no lower than 3. You know, it don't make any sense to me. Right? So that is basically how I would do it, my people. That's my playing 11, right? So King, Charles, Pooran, Chase, Powell, Shepherd, Springer, Hussein, Moti, Alzari, and Obed. That's how I'm doing it. You know, it might sound weird because we didn't bat well in the last game, and I have a batsman, and I am taking out a batsman and putting in Shamar Springer. Right? That's the only change that I would do there. They played basically the same team that I had, except with the exception of Shamar Springer. They have Fletcher, but I am not batting him there. Don't make any sense. So that is how I am doing it, my people. All right. Now, before we go, I just want to share with you some test cricket. You know, once there's test cricket, I always like to highlight it. So we have a very interesting game going between Australia and India. You know, Australia, they probably will win this game. They are probably going to win this game right in the first session of day 5. Right? India, they are trailing by 193 runs. 193 runs they are trailing by. Well, not even say win, because I don't know what I'm talking about. This is actually the first innings. You know, it's just this is actually the first innings. It's just that Australia had a long first innings. So this is probably gonna end. Yeah, this is gonna end up in a draw. This game is probably gonna end up in a draw. Yeah, not probably. It's going to end up in a draw. So Australia made 445 in their first innings, and it took them 117 overs to do so. We had 2 centurions, Steve Smith with 101, Travis Head with 152. We also had Alex Carey getting 70. And bowling for India, it was Bumrah that picked up 6 wickets in the first innings there. India batting in their first innings, we had KL Rahul getting 84. He opened with Jiswal, right? And in the back end, Jadeja made 77. You know, everybody else was blown away by the bowling of Mitchell Stark and Pat Cummins. Pat Cummins picked up 4 for 80, and Mitchell Stark 3 for 83 so far. I was saying that Australia going to win the game by the first session of day 5, but that's actually me talking crap. This game going to end up in a draw. I didn't even remember that this was the first innings, my people. You understand? So yeah, that's basically it for now, my people. I'm gonna leave it right here for now. Big up on yourself and stay safe. Bless up.